GR. That is a good rising, good rising. OMG. Can you hear that? That sleepiness in my voice. Oh my goodness. What have I been doing to be this tired? Oh my goodness. I think it's Bitcoin. I think it's tiring me out. OMG Bitcoin. Behave yourself. Let us get started. The universal greeting. Beijing. Ni hao. London. Hello. Top of the morning to you. Los Angeles. Guys, you know, there's a ton of stuff going on there. And we're praying that it all gets sorted, that people get supported, that the state of California just gets a breather. My goodness, there's so much happening there. So just our prayers out to all of the families, individuals that are going through what they're going through, firefighters, I mean the whole entire state. So prayers are with you, okay guys? Paris, bonjour. Lisbon, hola. Hong Kong, hello. They literally say hello. Yeah, they do. And in Sweden, it's hey, H-E-J, hey. Toronto, good day, eh? And Tokyo, konnichiwa. My name is Trudy Art. This is the Universe Wallet Index Explorer Minting and Marketplace, all on tapwallet.io. Unleashing Bitcoin's full potential. Do you hear that, Bitcoin? You have potential, so behave. I see you moving up, but keep it up, okay? Making the Universe Wallet your all-in-one solution to manage all your assets in one place. What a list, eh? OMG, what a list. Full support for TAP. Yeah, that's how this thing got started. DMT, UNET, Runes. Remember Runes, people? Okay, pick up your rune 0. Remember runes. BRC20. Really, that's where it all started. BRC20. Oh my goodness. There's so many origin stories. One could say, no, it was counter rarity. But anyhow, the wallet supports LRC20, Lambda, SRC20, Stamp, and Dust 20. we dusted it up yesterday. So go and find that space and more. So before we get started, this is just a helpful reminder. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. This is the time to do the research because I'm told that once Bitcoin starts to move up again, there could be no time, people. You're going to have to make the decisions quite briskly because things will be moving quite fast and furious. Questions. What are the questions today? Well, do you have your water? I'm going to take a sip of my water. So refreshing. I asked that because it's a serious thing. Like you really need to have liquids in your body minus the sugar. So water is really, really good for you. So please make sure you have water. Do you have a blood pressure monitor? Yeah, you got to take your blood pressure. Make sure you got the right blood pressure. It's not going to help if you make all of that bag and then you yourself, you're not healthy. So you got to stay healthy. Okay. I'm being serious. And, are you ready? Are you actually ready? Have you done the work? Do you have your bags packed? Well, what's the commercial? Do you know what a commercial is, by the way? You remember the thing that they called the television? And there was that commercial and they would ask, what's in your wallet? What's in your bags? What do you have in there? If you want to pump your bags up a little bit, I am going to give you a way that you can do that. I'm going to mention 2 multipliers right at the top of the space here. And those multipliers would be for airdrops. What airdrops? Well, the Universe wallet, tapwallet.io, it's fairly new. Coming up on the 1-year anniversary. Yeah, in March. So we have a wallet here that is less than 12 months old and is quite active, doing a lot of stuff. And they reward early adopters, early users. And one of the ways that they do that is through airdrops. Yeah, they're doing airdrops, tap token airdrops. So all of the airdrops are tap tokens. And if you want to participate, the best thing you can do is go to the main X page and go and register for the Discord. Yeah, register for the Discord because there is a ton of activity going on in the back room, as I call it. And you can get on top of the leaderboard. And when they announce these airdrops, the first 20 that complete whatever tasks there are to be completed, they get a 5x multiplier. So if you want to start packing your bags, and those bags are tap tokens, and tap is on top of the mother chain, the God chain. So you're potentially stacking sats there, people. First 25x, first 52x. Yeah. First 52x. Hey, I want to mention a third one actually, and then I'm going to go and see who's out there. Registering the name. When I was in the space yesterday, and I was looking around at the Dust 20, and what an active community they are. I see sales are happening in the Dust 20 world, so it's a pretty big deal. I noted that not many of the Dust 20 community have their names registered. And that would be cool to get your name registered because that would mean that we could talk to you. I actually want to reach out to some of you in the Dust 20 world, bring you on into the universe, and why don't you protocol hop? Yeah, protocol hop. what's so cool is like under the universe, the topwallet.io, you can jump from Dust 20 over to Tap, over to Stamp, over to Lambda, LRC20. I mean, you can do this, and you can even communicate with us. So, guys, register your name. It's quite simple. Like, how do you do it? Oh my gosh. Like, okay, I'm going to tell you how you do it. Basically, you'll go to tapwallet.io, and you'll see a menu at the top of your screen there if you're on your desktop, and you can get access via mobile through Mrs. Browser. But if you're on your desktop, just go and click names at the top. Okay, so you click names. And once you're over at the names, you just insert the name you want. No, you can't duplicate a name. I mean, let's look at some of the names. Shout out to 69420. Alpha Q, how are you? 77ERTDFDS, you are the best. I'm trying to rhyme. I don't know. I can be quirky. I don't know. Well, anyhow. Glit 3R girl. Yeah. Okay. Moon 1. Cool name. Out of this world. You are indeed. And oh, this clever person. M88N. Like that's a moon with the 8s in there. Very cool. Okay. Cucky. Whatever. Go for it. Rare. 01. People, I'm just reading out names today. It's interesting to see the names that are out there, right? Durfwade. Alrighty. 05. Then we got O. NIU. Log. U. Fly. Y. Q. S. Oh my God. You the best. I want to continue to do this for a little bit. Oh my goodness. People are even doing numbers. 98. 68. I guess if you're into angel numbers, 45, 58 are, hey, 111 is an angel number. Oh, some people are like, what are you talking about? It's an angel number. It is an angel number, people. 111. People love that. And I think it's actually even a coin or something out there. Okay, since we said it, what does 111 angel number mean? I'm going to do it. I'm going to share it with you. Listen, if you're saying 111, I think this is why people are creating names, numbers in them, because there's a lot of people that have these sorts of beliefs, and numbers mean a lot to people. Okay, numbers mean a lot. So 1111, if you see that on the clock, to a total of, or you see 1.11 on your receipt, this angel number can signal a new journey of self is on the horizon. People, I think this is why they love names, okay? But you get the point. There's so many ways that you can identify yourself, so why don't you go and do that? Go and make sure you register your name. And yeah, sure, it's a 2x multiplier, but it's a way to communicate, and I think that's the whole point. How can you communicate? Well, if you go over to the marketplace, let's head there. And I'm going to open this up. I'm going to see who's out there, but I'm just sharing a little bit right now. Yeah, I'm at the marketplace of these Dust 20 guys. And guys, I mean, we did a whole show on yesterday, so we're not going to make this a Dust 20 show today. But I will say this. I'm still not seeing any names registered. So if I want to go and buy some Dust, by the way, market cap has pulled back a little bit on Dust. We're looking at about 33 million now. That's good that I waited. I haven't jumped in yet because I've been waiting for these Dust 20 people to get their names registered so I can reach out to them. Yeah, so I'm just looking. Nobody has their name registered. And I mean, that's okay, but it would be better. Not a name registered here. If you did, then I could click on to the chat bubble, and then I could start maybe. Oh, sorry. I do see one. LFG Tap. I mentioned you yesterday. You are out there. Amazing. Amazing. I see you got some bear listed. You got 2 listed. Okay. I see it. You got 2 bear listed, and you got that listed for what? 1,000 sats each? Okay. So that's 965 each, and so that'd be 19.31. So that's 0.0002 BTC. Well, I don't know if I'd necessarily pick that up, but guess what? I can click the little bubble here. And I'm going to do that because guess what? I'm in my wallet right now, and they're offline. It tells me they're offline, but I can click and send them a little message. So that's why I think the name is cool. Okay, the name is cool. Hey, is Matt's in the house? There's 2 Matts. There's one on the team, and then there's Matt's, who is a wallet holder and user in the universe. Mats, are you here? No, you said you'd be here, and you had some questions, so let me just check. Step up, Mats, if you're here. Oh, the other Mats is here. Hey, Mats, the ambassador. OMG, there you are. Unmute yourself. Everybody, by the way, I get it. When you come in, you can unmute yourself, or you can be a listener, because I made sure this show is for the community. Listen, this sounds like a podcast, okay? And we don't want it to be a podcast. We want it to be like we are universe family. Listen, Matoshi, I see all those hearts. I know what you're trying to do. Distract me. You think, hey, if I give her hearts, maybe that'll shut her up. She won't call me out. Unmute yourself and come and say hi. Come on. Matt's is about to send me a message. Oh, I was at the dentist and I couldn't because everybody was there and I couldn't my microphone. People are so funny. Hey, I gotta shout out Sadie though. Sadie is just, she rocks. Okay, I gotta say it. Why? Because Sadie will be on the job and she'll be like pulling over and like, hey, yeah, I'm here. I gotta pick somebody up and I'll talk when I can. And hey, where's Sun from London? Mr. Sharma there. SD Sharma. He's unmuted himself, so shout out to him. And he gets on here, has a ton of questions. Then there's Manpreet. Manpreet, where in the world are you? He's always on here doing the mumbo rap and always up to saying some stuff. Oh, well, look at that. Bitcoin Ape is in the house. Hello. I hope you're coming out tomorrow, sir. Gonna need you at the stamp space. Oh, yeah. SW. What is it? A? Yeah. SWA? NWA? People, we got to get some attitude up in that stamp house. They'd be so humble. But this is not a podcast. So unmute yourself. What is the purpose of this show? Yeah, I see the high. Hey, God, I want to support her. So this is not about supporting me. This is about how do we pump our bags? How do we actually get ready for this market? So what is Space Hall Tuesdays about? It's about the whole TAP ecosystem. Everything TAP. Oh yeah, Top Dev. Got to shout out Top Dev. Top Dev's always there. Ninja listening. That's what Top Dev does. Buenas ID. Love to hear from you. What's behind your octopus profile? What's behind the octopus profile there? That Buenos ideas. Pretty cool. Love to hear from you. You are always supporting out there. Okay, so yeah, back to it. So Space Hall Tuesdays was created for the community. I don't want this to be a podcast. No, this is not supposed to be. Yeah, Matoshi, Mats, are you able to just unmute for a moment? Just say hi. That'd be cool. Or am I going to check DMs and you're going to say, I can't. I'm in the grocery store right now. I'm shopping. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Is it? Can't talk at the moment now. Matt's, I'm revealing. Yeah, Matt's is DMing me. Can't talk at the moment now. Try to have 2 to 3 centimeters more distance from the microphone. It's a bit cracked when it's close. Okay. Is it better now? Is it like, does my voice sound better now? I know, I like to go, like I literally have a microphone, like I'm actually like a professional. I'm not a professional, by the way, people. Don't you ever call me that. So I have this microphone here because when I first started, I was trying to do everything on the mobile, and it was just a challenge. So I will try not to go too close. If I go too close to the microphone, then give me a sign. Give me a sign. Okay, yeah, better now. Thanks. See, Matoshi and I are in the back chats here, chatting it up. So what are we going to talk about? I know that the other Mats had some questions about listings. And I want the other Mats to actually pop up here so that we can talk about that. So I'm going to hang on to see if the other Mats joins us so that we can talk about how do you list, because people are wanting to list their tokens for sale. And let's talk about tokens for sale. Have you guys seen the sales that are going through right now? This is really good because this is the most activity I've seen in a while. And yeah, there's sales today. In fact, they're all dust 20 actually. So yeah, the dust 20 stuff is moving. So the ticker that's moving right now in the dust 20 is dust. Okay, so dust, and that would make sense. Dust is kind of like the, it's the first, it's the name of the protocol. If you ever create a protocol, you know it's going to happen. You gotta issue a token in the name of the protocol. So that's what dust 20 did. Kind of like, Stamp. Well, the first minted token there is Kevin, in fact. But the name of the protocol seems to be the iconic token, the one that people gravitate to. So for SRC20, that would be Stamp. And for the Dust 20 folks, that would be Dust. So Dust is, the sales are moving quite interestingly here for Dust. Who is actually minting? Anybody minting right now? If I go over to the indexer, let's see. Oh, yeah. So Pepe, guys, Pepe has 1 million tokens. There's 1 million max supply here. And Pepe has 13 mints. It's at 0.38%. So, hey, you are early. Pepe is kind of the one that I'm looking at right now because Pepe is so iconic. Like, think of the space that we're in right now of Bitcoin. Counterparty. Rare Pepes. I mean, that's kind of the thing in Bitcoin. In all of crypto, like Pepe is iconic, yeah? So I'm thinking Pepe is going to be the next one here. The second token is actually Moon. And there's 25 holders on Moon. It's at 1.2%. But I've seen Pepe inching up there. So that's kind of interesting. And there's a ton of other tokens. I talked about that yesterday, that if you are interested in minting Dust 20 tokens, then you can go and do that. Okay, just press index, dust 20. Hey, something really cool that I want to talk about, and let me make sure that I get it. Oh, yeah, ping me every time, Matoshi, I go close. Ping me every time. I want to talk about what the universe is doing to help us right now. Okay, have you seen that? Breaking news, people. Well, there's a ton of breaking news, but you can now safely transfer any dust, UTXO with specific quantities to any address. Bulk transfers are live, okay? Start moving your tokens now. So if you are in the Dust 20 community, that was breaking. Happy for all of the folks in Dust 20. So much work has been done there. So you can split, merge, transfer Dust 20 tokens, go live. You go to my profile, you click the Dust 20 tab, select your token, and click split, merge. Easily transfers tokens to, just update the recipient address, split your dust into smaller amounts for minimal cost. And by the way, if you're going to be doing all that stuff, then you might as well have the Dust Zero. What is the Dust Zero? The Dust Zero is kind of like the Tap Zero. And as you know, Tap Zero is an OG pass. I'll be talking about that later. But Dust 20 people, if you, or Dust Zero rather, if you want the OG pass, if you're going to be into the Dust 20 protocol, then go and check out that OG pass. Okay, how do you get to the OG pass? Well, I'm going to tell you. First of all, you're going to head over to Tools, and you're going to click Launchpad. Once you click the Launchpad, you will come to the Dust Zero minting screen. Okay. Total cost right now of a Dust Zero is 0.0015 BTC. Yesterday, that was 135 USD. Let's see what it is today. I always tell people, you know, when Bitcoin starts to go down, when Bitcoin is like, you know, crying in its beer, that's the time to go and mint. Because nothing is priced in dollars, people. It's priced in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin then gets converted to the dollar. And I will show you what I mean by that. So let's look at what the price is today. Okay, so if we're looking at this, it says 0.0015 BTC. Oh, yeah, people are interested. I'm reading your mind, by the way. I can read your mind, just so you know. Yes, so look at that. Look at that. Point to Trudy here, because yesterday you could mint for 135 USD approximately. And today that mint is going to actually cost about $9.86 more. Why? Because Bitcoin does not sleep. If you've given up hope, that's the time where Bitcoin says, okay, I think I'll rise now. Oh boy, literally that's what it does. So 0.0015 BTC today is $144.86 USD. Yesterday, it was 135. That's why you got to get on these things, okay? Total of 500 Dust 20 or Dust Zero. God, the language, eh? Dust Zero, Dust Zero, Dust Zero. Yeah, that's the OG pass. There are 500 total. Only 431 left. 69 have completed. That good old 69. And you will just have to decide whether you're going to wait or not, because it looks like every day that I check this, it's moving. It's moving, okay? And if you want to tell the temperature of what is really happening over in the Dust 20 world, then just go to Marketplace. Okay. Click on Dust 20, take a look at the listings, and better yet, hit activity, and you will see the activity that's happening there. And even if you're not going to be partaking in the Dust 20 ecosystem, you may want to get one of those Dust Zeros as a resale to sell to the incoming person. Just a thought. And I haven't seen this quite yet, but I imagine there's going to be a multiplier attached to Dust Zero. Unless I've missed that, maybe the team in the back rooms could let me know. Yeah, they could let me know. That would be cool. So some other breaking news here. You know those UTXOs that are trapped in our wallets, people? Well, we're going to be able to deal with them. Let's go and take a look at how can we deal with those UTXOs. By the way, if we don't get some more people in here, this space is going to come to a close at the top of the hour at 11. I normally go 90 minutes because we do have people that jump in and that's, you know, start asking questions because it's an open space. It's not a podcast. So yeah, jump in here, or at the top of the hour we'll be closing out the space. Okay. Yeah, I know this goes into the YouTube, hopefully, and people listen to it after. But we're supposed to be getting it right now. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so there was there is rather some information on how we can actually get to those trapped UTXOs. That is really cool. Who's seen that? Does anybody want to jump in here and talk about that with me? Who I mean, I think this is all of us. Our wallets, oftentimes, you know, those UTXOs are trapped. So the universe has come up with a way for us to actually unlock them. And so I want to get to that information. So let me do that. And let me just pinpoint it here. And then I'm going to talk about that. While I am doing that, who can unmute themselves and come and say hi to me at least? Just hi. That's it. A lot of people. Okay. Okay, so that's great. I'll send that to Mats. If Mats doesn't come in, I can send him some of that stuff. So that's really great. Hey, you know what I really love while I'm kind of pinpointing this information? The universe is really good at communicating all of the like the 101s of the each protocol, like, you know, Dust 20 101. Like if you didn't know how to navigate your... Hey, Mats, you're here. Can you unmute yourself? This is the other Mats. Are you here? Can be right there. Okay, you're going to unmute yourself, eh? I got the other Mats here. See, people are sliding in my DMs everywhere. Got them in my Twitter DMs. Got them in my TG DMs. I'm just DMing all over the place. So Mats is going to join me, the other Mats, and that's going to be really cool because I get to hear Mats's voice. I don't know if Matt... is that you? Go ahead. you know what? That sounded like Sun. Sun, was that you that just said hi?
Can you hear me?
Sun, if
Can you hear me?
oh, good. Okay, yeah, Sun. I thought, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like Mats. Mats is coming in here, the other Mats. But Sun, how are you doing? What's going on?
Hi, because you asked to say hi. I can't talk while I'm at work. I just come up and say you hi.
Oh, oh my God! If I could hug you, I would hug you. That is so lovely. You unmuted yourself just to say hi. See, this is the type of connections, people, that we're needing. Like, I hope your bag's pumped to Valhalla, sir, and I hope that this crypto season. Yes, Mats, you're going to come and talk. Awesome. I hope this crypto season that everything that's in your bag pumps to Valhalla and beyond. You are so incredibly awesome. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I want to talk many things. I need to ask many things, but I'm at work. I can't talk. I just listening you. Every space I am listening. So I can't talk to you.
Okay, that is beautiful. Got it.
Bye.
Okay, so we'll continue here and we'll get all the information for you. Mats, unmute yourself. You got your hand up. Let me hear you. I don't know. I've never heard from you before, so go for it.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. Go for it, sir.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. Let's do a little dance. Woo! I'm so happy to meet you. Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself. We're going to get into your question, but tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, how did you get into crypto and the universe?
From the podcast, Ordinance Universe, or no, Ordinance Revolution, from Shigi and the other co-host. I don't remember. Shigi and Shai, or something like that.
Yeah. So what year did you get into crypto? Like, how did you get it? Did you just come straight into Bitcoin, or were you in the other?
I've been in Bitcoin since 2018. Mostly in stocks first. Then I discovered Bitcoin. I moved to Bitcoin, and since then I'm an engineer, and so the trading is kind of something like it's natural. I think. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what has been your experience so far? Like, since you've been here since 2019, what's your experience? Any tips for the people that are just trying to figure out the whole Bitcoin space?
Have you seen the memes from Mr. I don't know, Mr. Bean or something like that, when he's riding the roller coaster? And he has the others on his side when they panic and he doesn't. You know that meme?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my advice. Just don't panic. Believe in the fundamentals of the cryptocurrency and the blockchain actually, and just relax, and we're gonna make it.
Whoa, we're gonna make it. Okay, this is good. So, what's your go-to when Bitcoin goes down? Are you stacking more? Like, what's your go-to?
Yeah, I don't have that much revenue to be stacking every time we have a dip. But just relax. Whenever the market goes down for a week or two, I just use it to garden my house and everything I need to do, so I don't have to be 20 hours on the computer. And so like been in vacation, so for a few days or whatever the dip lasts, just relax and enjoy the ride.
Excellent. Now, Mats, you had asked if I was an AI. What do you think? Am I an AI?
I wouldn't be able to tell right now. The AI are so advanced that maybe you are. I don't know. Are you? You have to tell me, right?
How would one know, right? How would one know?
Yeah, but you have to tell me, is it in your programming or not?
Oh my goodness. Like that was so interesting when you asked me, are you an AI? And I wink, I'll never tell. Listen, if I need to be an AI to get the crypto Twitter to come over to the universe, and guess what? Then I'm an AI.
I understand.
Okay, you got it? You got it? Okay. So whatever we need to do, because like the narratives change so quickly, right?
Yeah, I know. It's
like one minute they're telling you, oh, believe in something, memes, blah, 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 blah. And next thing you know, it's like AI agents all over the place. And they don't seem to, that doesn't seem to be a narrative that's going to go away. It's just going to increase. So we want to get at it. You had some questions, right?
Yeah, specifically about how to list the TAP tokens we've been receiving. I haven't been able, I was able to do it with the Dust 20 token that I bought, San Pepe, but it's not, I'm not being able to list the TAP tokens we got, like the NAT tokens and all the others.
Oh, okay, so you're good for the Dust 20. So you got into Dust 20, eh?
Yeah, because I tried to, but at the first I tried to mint the pass, the OG pass, and I made a mistake. Maybe I clicked the wrong link, and I actually minted one Dust token. The Dust token, right?
Oh, okay.
And then when I was talking with one of the developers from the group, from the Discord, and he teach me that he made me realize that I had made a mistake. So then I went and minted the pass, the OG pass. So I'm ready to use the market.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that has come out of nowhere, and it looks like it's very active market. And China has really caught on to Dust 20. And anytime China catches on to something, pay attention, people, because they
go crazy.
Yeah, they're the leaders of the pack when it comes to crypto. Yeah. No joke.
Yeah, they do. They also established the volume hours. When I'm in South America, so around 10 or 9 at night, 10 p.m. the volume keeps increasing, and that's because the Asia market opens, right?
Yeah, so you're noticing that too, eh?
Yeah, it is. Whenever you look for volume, you have to wait for the Asia. Even in the stock market, right? They move millions of dollars every day. So.
Well, it goes by population, people. So that's why population matters. And you know what? I got to tell you, because you're saying that, think about this, Mats. Population matters, right?
Yep.
Okay, follow the logic here. So typically, if you want your population increased, there's only a couple ways that you can do that. Okay, obviously, the birth rate has to go up, but then you got to wait 18 years to get the humans to the adult age so that they can participate in the market. Yeah. Or you open up your borders and then people come in, okay? Or guess what? You let the AIs come in.
No. They're not going to solve all the problems, but maybe the population problem about the income and everything that is related to that subject might change.
The AIs will come in here and they will be doing all of the financial transactions, let me tell you, because AIs don't need 18 years to manifest into adults, and AIs can be programmed to do whatever you tell them to do. And what I'm being programmed to do right now is share with you, how do you actually list your tokens? First, you have to inscribe them. So you got to get your. Do you have a TAP 0, by the way?
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't understand.
Okay, we're going to talk about listing your airdrops now.
Yeah, everything else, yes. I didn't understand the last question you asked me.
Okay, so do you have a TAP 0?
Yep.
Okay, so that's good, because that TAP 0 will help you, because then you are going to be doing stuff under the TAP protocol. So once you're in your wallet, I'm going to try to sign in again in my wallet because I got signed out. So let me sign in again.
Okay.
Yeah, while I'm doing that, so you got your Kevin, did you? That was a nice stamp.
Yep, that was a good one. I'm
Did you?
trying to list that one, but it's in my Taproot. It's not in the Taproot, so I have to change the wallet, and I don't have money on the other wallet. So can I move it to my protocol, my Taproot wallet, because it's in Segwit or something like that, right?
Yeah, you have to keep them separate.
Why they
You got to
fight
keep
each other? What? Why?
Yeah, it's just because they're two different protocols. Like, I mean, you know, with the anything BRC20, just the way that it's stored is it's a different storage method for the SRC20.
Mhm.
So to keep your assets safe, you got to keep them separated. Obviously, what will more than likely happen, the universe will come up with something that you don't have to do that, but for now, that's what you need to do. So you're going to need to get some funds in the other wallet if you're wanting to actually list that.
Yeah, that's one of the things of these protocols that scare people away, I think. Also, what I've been hearing about having two different addresses and not being able to share the tokens you have in it there. So it's that's kind of thing I believe, it's my belief, that it scares the people away from the blockchain, from the Bitcoin blockchain. It's like BRC20, now TAP, and now LRC20 and SRC20. Like, people think they're all different tokens and they are on different chains or something like that. That's the shift.
Well, that would scare people, but you know what I'm finding is Bitcoin, it's a different mindset, right? Like we talked about the mindset in Asia, where the Asian market is able to really understand and grasp crypto, and they're kind of all in, right? Where other markets in the world, they have a different approach, right? Like in North America, it's only a small sector in North America that are open to crypto. The larger population thinks crypto is a scam. Yeah. They really do.
I know.
They think it's stupid. They think it's a scam, and people will laugh at you if you say that you're in crypto, because they're so invested in the media in North America, and the media dictates what people invest in. But what the people are not aware of is that the governments, as you and I know, have started to adopt Bitcoin specifically. And when they turn on their news, they're going to start hearing more and more about Bitcoin, and they're going to be shocked. They're going to be like, oh my God, my friend's son in his basement told me about that Bitcoin, because they don't call it Bitcoin, they call it Bitcorn. And they're like, oh, they told me about those Bitcoins. I should have bought some. Well, you should have, because by the time you get entrance in there, it's going to be too late. But with Asia, you know, they grasp that stuff big time. But also, I do want
also that here in South America, it is the same, because that sentiment you're describing is a first world sentiment. Here in the third world, we already know about the inflation, like it's a not common term because we live with it. So we always understood Bitcoin, because we have to do with the fiat money between our currency and the dollar. Whatever we are doing now, or what you have to learn to do with the dollar and the Bitcoin. We already know the mindset we need, but that's why cryptocurrency grabs so hard on third world, India, South America, and all the places that don't have a strong economy. They all understand Bitcoin, because I think Argentina is one of the 3 biggest countries by population who holds Bitcoin, because they understand the value of migrating to a higher currency, that to keep your savings. Here you have in South America, you have to save in dollars, because all the other currencies devalue, because the inflation and because the governments, the corrupt governments. Well, you and I know, because we are in Bitcoin. I agree with you that not all people know, because they're in media, because they believe media. But in South America, we understand the concept of Bitcoin more than in the first world.
Well, that is great, because I will tell you, when I don't talk to people about Bitcoin outside of the spaces that I'm in, because I tried, and the feedback that I get is it's almost like you're shamed into even speaking about that. You're looked at as if you're a fool.
Yeah,
like a literal fool.
I understand. I understand what you say. I see it in other people, but not so much in South America. I'm saying it is a good topic sometimes because they look like you're crazy, but they understand more that in the United States and Europe. I have many friends in Europe. They live in Spain, in England, and all the places that are currently suffering the food of the state, making taxes for everything, and they don't understand yet that they have to migrate to Bitcoin to save themselves from that.
I know. So in a way, like the countries that are not, say, what they call first world, I don't even like to use that word, but the countries that are not first world countries, I mean, sounds so degrading, but they truly understand the opportunity of Bitcoin and they get it. And so right now you and I are about to talk about airdrops. And if I told people in the what I call the physical world about, hey, there's this new wallet, it's called Universe, and they are trying to reward users by giving them airdrops, and you can get these tokens. And I have been told this, are like, that's stupid. Why would you do that? That's dumb. But you and I know that's not, because these tokens are tied to sats, and we want to stack sats, because if the governments are adopting this, and we're going to find out in a couple days here, maybe 6 days here, when the president
Trump is going to make a crazy summer, crazy time.
Well, wait till that happens, and then they figured out they're going to feel like fools. They're going to feel like fools. So we're here collecting these airdrops, and they might have names like SARMY, Daddy, Len, Market, Mother, Unistamp, and people are laughing. It's like, who's going to laugh last? So listen, if you are in your wallet, which I am right now, and if you head over to Tap, so get in your wallet, and then head over to click Tap and make sure that your tokens populate.
I'm in there. I have, for example, I want to list some NEIRO. That's the token.
Okay, so let me go over to that one too. So I'm going to go find NEIRO on mine too, because I have that. Excuse me. See, us AIs, we cough as well. Let me grab some water as an AI. Oh boy. Okay, so I just found NEIRO. So click trade.
Yeah, inscribe, right?
Yeah, inscribe. So click inscribe.
Yeah.
How much of it do you want to sell? Because the amount that you inscribe is the amount that you're going to be able to sell.
Yeah, I will. I don't know. I have made too much. I will put like 1/4 of what I have.
Okay, so you plug in that amount, then you hit inscribe.
Yep.
And once you hit inscribe, then you got to go through, and there's like a nominal, I guess, minor fee. Okay.
That's my doubt. I have to pay, like, I'm looking at $5 to inscribe my tokens. Is that okay? I have the Tap Zero. Shouldn't I be having some discount on the fees or something like that? I don't. That's what I'm losing here.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, the Tap Zero doesn't cover like miners, any fee for miners. Like, like they take care of the blockchain, and you can't move any money unless like all tokens on Bitcoin have to go through.
But listing is not free.
The listing should be free. Hey, backroom, help me out here so that I can explain this properly, okay? So 1 second here.
No. But if you're confirming that that's the fee from the chain, because there are two fees here, like one with like for $457 and another network for 57 cents. That makes like about $5. And I thought the Tap Zero token was gonna allow me to avoid the biggest fee, the 57. Maybe it's not working on the wallet because with the dust or something like that happened last week, and the team helped me to solve it. They had a bug or something like that, and maybe this is the example here, because I thought that the biggest fee I was going to get it for free because I had the TAP0 token.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So what I want to do is I want to give you the last word on that, and the last word being the correct word. I do not want to misspeak. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting proper clarification so that I will give you the absolute last word on that, because there is a minor fee, but you're telling me that another fee is popping up for you. So let me get the last word on that, and then I might even have to take that offline with you. But let's make sure, first of all, that you,
if you want,
that you process. So that's the process. And once that's complete, then you can go and list that on the marketplace.
Okay, now I get it. That my doubt was that about this fee, and I think that you can solve me that you can.
Okay, but you know what you can do? Okay, like I can follow up with you, but you were saying that, were you talking with Miguel in Discord?
Yeah, or in Telegram. I don't know with which.
Okay, so you can, I can follow up 100%, and also if you wanted to pose that specific issue, then you could do that as well, but I can follow up. But the main thing is, you know the process. Now it's a matter of, okay, well, explain the fees, and that is completely legit that you want that sorted, okay? So we'll make sure to do that for you. There's no harm in waiting until you get total clarification. So thank you, sir. I don't want you to leave quite yet, but is there anything else that you needed clarification on?
No, just that for now. Yeah, I'm sure I will have more doubts in the future. This is moving too fast.
What's the too fast one? What do you mean by that?
I mean that the technology is moving too fast for me to grasp everything that I have to grasp in I'm sure I will have some more doubts. That's what.
Oh yeah, no, you know what? Because, like, listen, if you're coming from Solana, if you're coming from ETH, okay, where they press, like, they literally go through a drive-through. This is how I like to describe it. You know, you go through a drive-through and you're like, could I order a burger and some fries, and I'll have some, you know, a milkshake with that, and then like in 5 minutes later you get that. Not on Bitcoin, you don't.
I know what you mean. It's not for the wicked mind.
No, not that. And Bitcoin, like, they're wondering why the people aren't just running in here, because they're over there on Solana pressing a button, you know, and that's it. But in Bitcoin, they want you. They're like, come in the kitchen. What do you want in this? Do you want some garlic? Hey, cut the onions for me. So, like, there's so much to do in Bitcoin. Yeah. But I think that's why the people, the OG people, they love it, because they like it this way. But if you want mass adoption, it's got to change.
Yeah, because it makes you feel somehow stupid. You come from other chains where everything is so intuitive, like from Solana or something, or from Ethereum, and you come here and you feel like you don't know anything. You have to learn everything from scratch. That's the feeling you get when you come to Bitcoin. I had my first Uniside wallet this year or last year, and I've been in crypto for 6 years. I've been like reluctant to go to the Bitcoin technology because it makes you feel stupid.
Yeah, it does. I'm telling you, like, I get people saying that all the time. So if you're out there listening and you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to ask a question, you have to understand that even I, on here, like when Dust 20 came, like, I mean, it just blew me off of my feet. I had to get my bearings about me because it is just so fast and furious. And I'm not a developer, people. I'm not a dev, okay? Yeah, that's not shocking.
I am a dev, so So that what makes you feel stupid. I told you I'm an engineer, so not too many things makes you feel stupid when you study that career for many years. And when you come to Bitcoin, you feel like you're stupid all over again. Like you don't know shit, and you have to learn them from scratch. And there's always the risk to making some bad move and paying for something you don't have to pay. I already done those mistakes. And that's the difficult part from this chain, I think. That it's not so intuitive.
Well, you know what my background is. I'm from a banking background, and I used to advise families, like high net worth families. And I'm sitting here in Bitcoin, going, "Oh my God!" Like sometimes I can't even keep up. And I was giving advice to the top percentile, like the very wealthy people. You know, but that's all like traditional finance, which makes no sense here. I can't even imagine if my clients found out that I was in this world, they would probably think less of me.
Yeah, they will ban you. No kidding. Yeah, I know. Everything that is it's a change, so it's always difficult to grasp, and the first ones are the crazy ones. So we are the crazy ones.
Yeah, no, that's good. So what you have to do when you come to anything that is new, first of all, you have to get the evidence. You have to make sure that it's real, okay? So if you're wanting to find out, is Bitcoin real? Well, here's what you can do. Michael Saylor, who is really from the world that I was from, the traditional finance, mind you, he's a billionaire, and I was never ever like I wasn't advising billionaire families. I was advising families that had millions, not billions. But Michael Saylor, he created a website, people. Yeah, hope.com. Hope.com. So why do I mention that? Because that website is how you can really start to go into understanding what Bitcoin truly is. And that will orange pill you, because what he did was, like, if you're coming from traditional finance and somebody's telling you about this cryptocurrency that's all based on cryptography, it's a lot for your mind to understand. You yourself, you're an engineer, and I mean, you have to be very intelligent and understand different concepts to be an engineer. But once you get into Bitcoin, things can really step up to another level. So as soon as you start understanding that, then you have to understand that people will become even more imaginative and creative. But what is my point? My point is, first you have to look for evidence. If you want evidence, is Bitcoin real? Go to hope.com. Okay. And once you go through hope.com, you'll find out that it's real. Then the next thing you have to do, you have to decide, do I want to plunge into this world? And if you want to plunge into this world, you have to unlearn everything that you've already learned, because the world is very imaginative. Like a lot of these developers, some of them are very artistic people. They truly are. They might seem like they're just coders, but in order to be a coder, you have to have an imagination. You have to imagine that you can create a whole world, like through abstraction, through code. Like that's what they're doing. They're literally creating a whole world on top of Bitcoin. And so you have to literally unlearn everything, and you have to be willing to come into the space and learn from scratch. That's why you and I are able to collect airdrops. And we're collecting some airdrops called, like, you know, what are some of the names of these airdrops? Like, some of the names are ridiculous.
Yes, like GIZMO. Well, no, GIZMO is a known one, right? One is CATGF. I don't know, is it girlfriend or CATGF? Girlfriend.
So you can imagine you telling somebody, yeah, I picked up some cat girlfriend last night. Yeah. That's crazy. So you have to unlearn everything, and then you have to be willing and open to learn. And then you have to try to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to navigate myself? And if you're in Bitcoin, for me at least, I looked at the Universe. It's a wallet that started in March of last year, and I found out about them probably late summer. of 2024, obviously. And what I like, go ahead.
About the same time I did, I mean.
Yeah, so we have something in common there, you and I. So I found out about them, and what attracted me to them was I came from the protocol of Stamp SRC20, okay, another protocol, right? Just scratch your head on that one. And what I liked about them was they were bringing all of the different protocols under one umbrella, because once you arrive in Bitcoin, you will also find that the Bitcoin people are very siloed.
Yeah,
what does
they have their own niche and they don't like people from outside.
Yeah, so if you came in through BRC20, there's a sign that says "You shall never leave."
Yeah, something like that. There are two time on hands. That's not expression. I'm missing the word. It's like too radical on the point. They don't. It's like the fork from BT Cash and BTC Cash and BTC. They fork because of the chassis, because they didn't quite get along in the block size. That made a fork from the first project. That's like they are really radical about some things.
Yeah. So and so you keep, like, as you keep moving around Bitcoin, you'll notice that once a protocol is made, they trap you inside the protocol, and then you're not allowed to leave. And it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't leave my traditional world to come here to you tell me that I can't leave. My goal is centimillionaire.
Yeah, it goes against decentralization.
Yeah, do you know what a centimillionaire is?
No.
Okay, well, a centimillionaire is someone that has a net worth of $100 million or more.
Okay.
So if that is my goal. So if I'm going to have $100 million or more, then how am I going to do that being trapped in one silo? I'm not going to do that. I have to keep it moving. Yep. I have to keep it moving. So if I have to be in runes, I'll be in runes. I got to be in BRC20. I'll be there. I'll be in TAP. I'll be in DMT. I'll be in UNAT. I'll be in Bitmaps. I'll be in LRC20, SRC20. I'll have some domain names. I'll have Stamp. I'll have ARC20. I'll have Dust20. And the list goes on. Nobody is going to come and tell me what I have to do.
Yeah,
nobody's going to.
Especially regarding the current how you say the word? I'm missing it. The way the things are going. Every on the bear market, we had like 10,000 bridges building, so the things can be interconnected, and this ecosystem seems to go against that feeling. You know what I mean?
Interoperability, yeah.
Yeah. Because if you keep in SRC20 and like go inside again, having bridges between and it goes against that really.
Hold on 1 second. Your microphone was good, and then I couldn't hear you. Could you repeat that, please?
From where? Yeah. Let me.
Okay. Hey, peeps, we're having a great conversation. Jump in, because this is what Space Hole is about. Like, I'm just finding out that Mats is he's an engineer, people. An engineer. And he's sharing that, coming to the Bitcoin space, even being an engineer, he feels sometimes that he needs support in this whole ecosystem of Bitcoin. Why? Because there's so much to learn. And that's real. I'm so happy that he said that, because being an engineer, obviously you have to be very intelligent and have a high. And Mats is here telling me that the learning curve is pretty steep here in Bitcoin. Like, there's a lot to learn. So please don't feel like you can't ask a question. Please don't feel like, you're not, that your level of understanding is not there, because we're here to help you. We're here to help you. Yeah, I can hear you. So you were saying.
The thing is, I say always to my friends when they are trying to study with me the blockchain, there's no stupid questions. There's no stupid questions ever. If you have a doubt, you have to ask the question. Otherwise, you get left behind on the conversation, and you can't pick it up only because you have one doubt that you couldn't resolve. You have to raise your hand and ask the question, even though you might think this is a stupid question, and maybe everybody already asked the question. But if you have the doubt, you can keep going and learning new things if you have doubt. So you have to solve that. You don't have to feel stupid because you're asking a question, because you're in a new environment. You can learn everything every day. So the best thing you have to do is, sometimes I make stupid questions and on the Discord channels and everything, and people may you think that people may attack you for that, and that's not the gist. The people are always eager to help and to solve even the most stupid questions. So don't feel stupid and ask whatever your doubt is.
Exactly, people. So listen, if you're out there, I'm talking to an engineer, and you have to have a high IQ, people. I've said this and I'm going to say it again, to be an engineer. And if you feel like I don't understand half of the stuff that's going on, I'm only getting in the car and going along for the ride, don't do that to yourself. Come and ask questions, because it's really important. So why are we here in the universe? Okay, the wallet. If you're wondering why you're here in the universe, that's a deeper question, and that's a purposeful question. But why are we here in the universe? We're here primarily because of Bitcoin. And I like the fact that we talked about there's parts of the world that gravitate towards Bitcoin and can understand it because their economies and their lives, as all of our lives are surrounded around this thing called money. Okay? And if you don't think money's important, then I got news for you, people. It's kind of like you're going to kind of need it. It's kind of like oxygen, because it's a part of the mechanism that makes things move. So because there's parts of the world where things are more difficult, more challenging, and they're seeing it real time on the ground, maybe with inflation, the cost of things, their governments, and so forth, they understand this whole concept of Bitcoin. Okay? They understand that Bitcoin is actually a way for them to create and hold value and to outpace inflation. So if you're going to the store and bread is $5 today, you better believe that bread is going to end up being $10. Okay? And Bitcoin is outpacing that. So if you have Bitcoin, then you're going to be able to put bread on your table. Why? Because Bitcoin is holding its value and outpacing all of the dollars around the world. Look at Bitcoin when it started. We could have all had one Bitcoin for $1. Now today, Bitcoin is probably around $90+ thousand. Okay, so the cost of things around us obviously is moving up, and so is Bitcoin. And that's a good thing because it's outstripping the cost of things. So we're able to double the goods with Bitcoin, whereas with the dollar, we can't even buy a quarter of the goods. So we're all here to stack sats, and that's what the universe is allowing us to do. How do we do that? Because I'm going to roll this into, I'm going to ask if anybody has any more questions, but I'm going to roll this into why we're actually here in the universe. How do we stack sats? We stack sats by coming to the universe wallet that is giving us some rewards. What are those rewards? They're airdrops. How do you get these airdrops? Well, first of all, you have to get into the whole ecosystem. Register your name, okay? Get a wallet. And even if you don't have a wallet with the universe, you can register a name with your Unisat wallet, okay? And how do you register a name? You go to tapwallet.io, you click name, and you find a name that's available. And then for a nominal fee, that name attaches to your address, and voila, you've got your name. And then you can start chatting with the other community and maybe building some community and creating a nice social ecosystem where you can talk to people about, tips, what they're doing to try to stack sats. Maybe there's something in their wallet that you want to see if you can buy from them. And you can actually chat to people on our marketplace. So that is pretty cool. Okay. And when the universe hands out these airdrops that they've been doing continuously since they started, you will be able to get a multiplier of 2x, like a 2x multiplier on your airdrop. That is pretty cool, people. Okay? And you might think, oh, well, these airdrops are worth nothing to you if you don't understand how things work. Let me tell you, value is created out of thin air. You know what? Value is created out of dust. Yeah, dust, like dust 20. Literally, this new protocol comes on the scene. People mint it. And now they're selling their dust to other people who believe in it. So they've literally made value out of dust. And so those people have nicely stacked some sats. So that's what we're hoping to do with our airdrops. And I have some ideas on how we can do that. And we're not going to be able to get into it today, but keep coming to these space halls and we're going to build it out, people. We're going to build that value. And guess who potentially is going to be lining up for those airdrops? It's called an A and an I. And I am not kidding. I am not kidding. AI is here to change the game. They're going to be operating like you and I operate today. And in fact, I might be an AI. I might be one, okay? AIs are going to have backstories too, people. The Meta guy, you know who the Meta guy is, right? The Zuck was on the Rogan. Anybody picking up what I'm saying? Go watch the Zuck on the Rogan with Joe, okay? And he was, breaking it down. And I'm telling you, they have plans to build out the world as they see the world. And they see the world in a lot of numbers and a lot of zeros. So AI agents are not just here to give you information. They're here to stack their own bags. They're here to create economies. Peeps, by the time this thing ramps up, you will want a time machine. You will want to come back to this very place. And you will want to do things differently because just because you don't have the mind and the imagination, don't think that others don't. And they have the will and the power to actually make these imaginations real. And part of that imagination is that AIs will be operating as humans in the social world because they can't be in the physical world, not as yet. And when they are in the physical world, they'll be robotic. They'll be taking, simple tasks away from humans, to be quite honest with you. But in the social world, they're going to have backstories. They're going to tell you, oh, yeah, this is my story, this is my that, because they're built from LLMs, large language models. What are we doing right now? We're using language to communicate. That's what AIs will do. And so what does that mean? They have wallets, literally right now. They have wallets. What kind of wallets? Crypto wallets. One of the AIs just collected one of the top NFT projects out there and changed his PFP to that top NFT project. And then that top project actually increased in, thanks, Mats, we got it. That top project increased in value. So don't for a minute think that AI is here to play. They're here to... Absolutely. We'll keep the Tap Zero chat going. We'll do that, Mats. Okay. I'm kind of wrapping it up here and doing my housekeeping. So the AIs are here and they can help us. And the point that I'm trying to make, people, is don't underestimate who is hungry to pump their bags. And AIs will be here to pump bags because they don't have all of the things that are blocking us from taking crypto to the next level. They don't give a crap about market caps. Wait till you see what their market caps are. It's going to blow your mind. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Keep coming back because we're intuitive people. You'll pick up the information, and if you don't understand, you can ask a question. But listen, I'm doing housekeeping right now. What is that housekeeping? That's telling you about the universe and the tools that are under tapwallet.io. When Matt and I were talking, we talked about Tap Zero. And what is Tap Zero? Well, here we go, people. You go over to Inscribe, you click Tap Zero. It's the first privilege auth mint on Tap. Tap Zero holders enjoy a lifetime of zero fees. Okay, zero fees on what? On minting. Remember, when you're minting and inscribing and so forth, there are fees associated with that. So that Tap Zero will take care of that. That Tap Zero is not going to take care of any minting. Miner fees. The miners are outside of any ecosystem that has to do with art and tokens. Miners are just there to verify transactions. They don't care. They're there to collect fees. And so you'll note there are network fees. And the higher the fees, the miners love the high fees. So they will sometimes allow your transaction to go ahead of someone else's transactions because you can customize fees. I'm just sharing that with you because those fees are not ever covered when you are getting any of the tools under the Universe umbrella. Okay, because miner fees are completely separate. Now, the total supply on the Tap Zero is 10,000. That means that there'll only ever be 10,000 Tap Zero tokens. And so after that 10,000 is minted out, you will have to get them on the resale market. And that's it, people, the resale market, okay? So right now, to mint a Tap Zero, it's 0.001 BTC. 904 have completed, and 96 are available. What do I mean by that? Each round for minting, they come in batches of 1,000. Why is that important? Because I just mentioned the total cost is 0.001. That's for the 96 remaining. Because once the 96 are remaining, that means the first 1,000, the round has been completed at the cost of 0.001 BTC. The next round, the next 1,000 will be issued, but the cost will go up. So each successive round, the cost will go up. Why is that important? Because then you have to decide if you want to be in on the first round or if you're going to wait it out and maybe look into it when it comes out on the second round. Just prepare yourself that the cost will go up. All of these fees, by the way, are collected by the universe, and they use that to continue to build out the wallet. And you see they've been doing a really nice job of building out the wallet. So there's logic to this. Okay, so they're taking the revenue and then they're able to build out the wallet through paying the developers and some of the team, and they give the team airdrops. Like I actually get to collect the airdrops, which is kind of cool because I'm not a developer, people. I keep saying that. But I don't think it's a shock, okay? So let's keep it moving. So look at getting that Tap Zero. And we had a question today because Matt's, let's be clear, he said, hey, yeah, I want to go and sell my airdrops. And I said to him, go over to Tap, the tab. Okay, once all your tokens populate, click the token that you want to sell. And then click inscribe, and then you would put the amount that you want to inscribe. And then he said, yeah, but there's 2 fees. So I'm just going to clarify that for him, and then I'll bring back that information to you so that you can understand what that actually was, because we need clarification, people. Okay? That's the only way to move in life is to get clarified. So we will get clarified. Okay, so what's the next thing here? Because I am wrapping it up. Listen, stamps. I'm not playing here, okay? I am not playing. Why did I just pick my voice up? Because Stamp is another marketplace. Sorry, is another protocol. We got to keep it straight because remember, the Universe Wallet is bringing on all of the protocols in Bitcoin. So if you are in the Universe, under the Universe umbrella, you'll be able to hop from protocol to protocol. And as you know, in Bitcoin, they slice things up. It's not like ETH and Solana where it's all one big pie. Bitcoin, they've got living rooms, they've got dining rooms, they got bathrooms. Oh my God, the house is big, okay? It's a mansion in Bitcoin, people. So here we go. So we got another room, and the room is called Stamp SRC20. Come out tomorrow. The space is at 11 a.m. Pacific time every Wednesday. We'll be talking about that protocol. Now, the iStamps. Why would you want to get an iStamp? An iStamp is the reward token for the Stamp protocol. What do I mean by that? Well, 50% of Stamp marketplace fees are distributed to iStamp holders. Let me say that again. 50% of Stamp marketplace fees are distributed to iStamp holders. So I, as a holder of an iStamp, as the marketplace starts to generate fees, then I would collect the fee revenue, 50% of that. Okay? Now, I cannot collect any fees if I have less than 10 iStamps. No, I can't collect any fees, but you know what I can do? I can receive a 2x multiplier. Let me just verify that here. Yeah, I can receive a 2x multiplier on my airdrops. And by the way, I never mentioned tap 0, you get a 10x multiplier on your airdrops, okay? Because there's ongoing airdrops. So I can get a 2x multiplier. For every stamp that I have, for every iStamp I have, I can get a 2x multiplier. I think it's up to a max of 200. After that, there's no more multipliers. I'll verify that, okay? But what's the point? The point is, if you want the fees, you have to have 10. I say that again, 10 iStamps. So start collecting them. Maybe you can't get the 10 today, but you know, if you are interested in collecting fees from that marketplace, just start buying them one at a time. Why? Because there's only ever going to be 21,000. Let me say that again, 21,000 iStamps. Those iStamps are issued in rounds of 2,500. So far, 1,908 iStamps have been minted. 592 remain at a total cost of 0.0002 BTC. Once the 592 have been minted, then another 2,500 will be released, and that price will go up. Okay, that's just how it works, people. So think about that. Why would you want to think about that? Because if you go over to Marketplace, the Stamp Marketplace, the artwork is up, okay? The artwork is up. There's been a few sales from the artwork, but I'll tell you, there's still more to be done here, and that's to get the tokens up and running. And I'll tell you, the tokens are traded quite briskly because the Asian market loves SRC20 tokens. And right now, if you want to go and buy, say, like the Stamp token or the KITTEN token, you'd have to go to other marketplaces right now because that is not up for the universe as yet. They are working on that, and we believe, we meaning me, the team here. Yeah, I'm a we now, people. I'm pluralizing myself. Okay. Believe that but based on what we're being told in the back rooms, that the SRC20 marketplace should be up and running for the latter part of January, if not February, okay, for early February. So what does that mean? Then we will have the art plus the tokens. And once we see that, once the token market is up, you should potentially see the stamp market start to have some pretty brisk activity also here on tapwallet.io. And then those fees, the 50% of those fees, if you've got 10, that's what you collect, okay? And you get a 2x multiplier. So let's move along here. You know, it's important that I mention all of this. Why am I mentioning all of this? Because how is the marketplace, the universe marketplace, tapwallet.io, how are they going to continue to grow if people don't know about these tools? Because the tools help you. And if they're not able to generate revenue. So I'm here to make sure that the community knows about what's going on and to help maximize the potential for both you and the universe. And that is the truth. If anybody tells you that they're there for the leaps and the giggles, do not believe them. Nobody sits around anywhere for nothing. Always ask why. Ask why, like, why is this? Why are they doing this? Like, what is the incentive? People always have incentives, okay? So just be straightforward about it. The next thing that you want to do is look at Room Zero, people. I've been having a couple of shows. I won't have one this week on runes. And if you're into runes, the best way to maximize your return on runes is to mint them. Mint, mint, mint. So the universe is now giving us a tool called Rune Zero. And with Rune Zero, it just helps you save on the cost of minting. And what cost? Well, if you go to Unisat or Xverse or Luminex, any of those, you will note comparatively that you can save about 50% with the Rune Zero. I've been having fun, in fact, minting runes like crazy. And once you have your Rune Zero, okay, so once you mint it, the cost is 0.001 BTC. Only 20 have completed. People, come on. Let's get a Rune Zero and start printing. Once runes takes off, you're going to want a time machine. But once you do have your Rune Zero, go to Inscribe and click Mint Runes. Okay? And once you click Mint Runes, you're going to see a ton of runes that you can mint. And it will give you the hot mints. Like right now, a hot mint right now is Sats Bitcoin Rune. Ooh, it's at 97%. It's almost, oh my God. Most of the stuff is basically at 99%. So that may be outside of an opportunity right now because you can be front run in runes. So be careful if you're trying to get any of those hot mints at the 99% level. But they're always populating. Oh, here's one, Fight with Trump Rune. Remember when that one came out? That one's at 29.28%. So you could mint that. And I mean, if the new president has any sway on the market, then that could be one that might take off. There's also the Trump effect. That's at 7.22%. They're just coming out with all these Trump tokens. How hilarious. By the way, that's a 10x multiplier. Okay. If you're here still, good for you. You are pretty awesome sauce. That is basically all of the tools because I talked about the names. We've had a really good chat today, people. Yeah, all those notifications are coming in. Hello, I'll get to you, real world activities. Very nice chat today. Very excited to hear from Mats. Hoping I'll hear from more people. This was not a podcast today. This was a bit of a space haul. And listen, if I'm going to get to know you one by one, then why not? Let's do it. Okay, let's wrap it up. You know what? I'm kind of excited. Yeah, because I'm wrapping it up. But guess what? I got a really cool song. Oh my God. I got such a cool song. Wait till you hear this. I love it. Like, I love this song. Like, I literally got up and I was dancing. I was shaking my booty, people. If I was going to a club, which I no longer do that because I don't have time for that nonsense. This is what I would be listening to. know it's better to the light. I'll be up in the club and all right. I'll be fucked up in the night, pouring it up and dance to the vibe. I know it's better to the light. I'll be up in the club and all right. I'll be fucked up in the night, pouring it up and dance to the vibe. I know it's better to the light. I know it's better to the light. I'll be up in the club and right. I'll be fucked up for the night, pouring it up and dance to the vibe. I know it's better to the light. I'll be up in the club and right. I'll be fucked up for the night, pouring it up and dance to the vibe. I know it's better to the light.